Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to ComPressure. It is by Charlie Bridge. Charlie Bridge? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And it appears to be fully released out on Steam. It just came out earlier this month. And it is $5 US. There's no main menu, and there's no options menu from what I can tell. It just kind of drops you right in here. So this is as full a screen as I can make it, given that there's no options or anything. I tried Alt-Enter and everything, and that doesn't seem to work. So I guess this is what we got. So let's go full screen on this. Also, I should probably explain this. This appears to be a programming puzzle game, and you guys know that I love my programming puzzle games, but with Steam. In other words, and I don't mean Steam the game service, I mean like what was it, I was going to say Cyberpunk. It's not Cyberpunk, it's Steelpunk, Industrial Punk. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it now. But that kind of steel, or that kind of Steam. Cloudpunk, not quite, not quite, but same kind of concept. It's steampunk. That's what I'm looking for. That's the word. I had it halfway there. I had the two words that just weren't together where they needed to be. Anyway, a steampunk programming puzzle game. So I'm very, very intrigued. Let's see what this is all about. Greetings, Gertrude. My name is Charles Chovington, the proprietor of these General High Pressure Steam Works. From here, we supply high pressure steam across half the city, powering everything from steam umbrellas to steam xylophones. My dearly departed wife, Ada, who programmers know that name, stipulated that her research into the mathematical properties of steam should continue beyond her time with us, which leads us to the reason for you coming into my employ. Your understanding shall be to preserve her legacy and continue these scientific inquiries. I trust you have mastered elementary steam engineering in your prior studies, but before we allow you access to her library, before we allow you access to her laboratory, you must first demonstrate you are adept at basic steam pipe construction. Connect the west generator to the east facilities and the north generator to the south facilities. Under no circumstance should you connect the pipes together. Doing so will deliver free steam to the south facilities, and they never pay their bills on time. If you are unfamiliar with our high-pressure steam pipes, there is an engineering manual available on the top right with the question marks. Okay. The level select menu, the bottom panel describes the design requirements. Each design has 4 ports, and the requirements state the expected output in terms of other ports. Each port has a color identifier. Click on the requirements to receive a hint. Once you pass all the tests, next design becomes available. You can always come back to refine. Okay, so it's basically the same as pretty much all the other programming puzzle things we've done. Pipes can be laid down by either left mouse button dragging the pipe from the source to destination, or by clicking the left mouse button to extend the pipe in the direction of the mouse. Right click to cancel pipe laying mode. Okay. Level select menu. Alright, I guess we'll see what we can do here. So these are the different types of pipes. Oh, are they color coded? So, what did he want? He wanted frost. So he wanted west generator. Connect the west generator to the east facilities and the north generator to the south facilities. So the west to the east and the north to the south. The north to south, west to east, without crossing them. Interesting. All right, so basically it's this, right? But then we gotta go that. What is going on here? Is that what it's supposed to do? And I don't know what all the numbers are supposed to be, but fours. I don't know what some of these buttons are not making sense to me. What does the cross button mean? It's not okay. I need something. This needs to be like a. There needs to be just arrows here to see what's next, and not like randomly clicking on the screen to see. I mean, that can't be correct, right? So it's got to be. Something like this, right? That 488. So all I had to do was just go over it. Wait a second. I mean, I figure it's gotta be easy because it's the first one, but if I just go like this and then like that. There you go, 99.99. Okay. I mean, that's not a lot of feedback. Oh, I see. So, oh, cross was the name of the level. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, this UI needs some work. Darn it. The secure door to Ada's laboratory is operated with low pressure steam. I could never figure out how she would get this blast thing open. Here at the General High Pressure Steamworks, we generate steam at 100 pounds per square inch. The door uses Morehouse's low pressure steam, which operates at 50 pounds per square inch. I'll be damned if I pipe that degenerate Morehouse steam onto my property. Unless you can magic up a supply of low pressure steam at 50 psi, we might as well give up. In the build menu, you'll find a steam inlet which can supply you with plenty of high pressure steam at 100 psi. Is up there marked with a spanner. Also press tab twice to gain access to it. Okay, so so the numbers were psi is what I was seeing. Okay. Oh, also, let's. I know I've already started the game, but let's we'll give it 30 minutes here. I might cut that a little bit. I think we can get the idea of what's going on, but yeah. Design. What does that mean? Q, E, select vertically, cross. What? Add components to your design. Valves can be placed the same way. Pressing tab or middle mouse button. Valve placement mode. Pressing tab or switches to steam inlet placement. Pressure. A steam inlet will supply steam at pressure 100. Any pipes with open ends will vent the steam to the atmosphere at pressure 0. Pressure at different points is visible on pipe connections. Note how each pipe has a little resistance. Okay. So... wait a minute. So... We operate steam at 100 pounds per square inch. The door uses Morehouse's low pressure system. Yeah, I pipe. I have steam onto my property. We'll give up. Yeah, mark this banner. Cross press tab twice. Access to it. Wait a minute. So this is a plus the minus, right? So do we subtract some steam out of there? Is that what we're doing? I go like this. What does that do? There's no pressure. Oh wait, no. Okay, so this is. Wait a minute. Where's the pressure at? There's not 100 psi there? There's no steam coming through it. Like it just says 0 there, so what's that supposed to do? Like how do you turn the steam on? Am I missing something? Because there's no steam coming through here. Wait a second. Wait, does it only happen in this? If I do that, it should fail because it needs 50 pounds, right? But it's not. Let me find a steam inlet which can supply with plenty of high pressure steam. Okay, a steam inlet. Oh, I see. So we're not connecting these two things? If I just do that, then don't I... Because that's 100 going out of there. Even though it said 50. But sure, okay, so if I put this here... And what was that other one I had? This one? Okay, wait a minute. That's not letting pressure through. 33. Oh. Wait a minute. The 100 there. Whoop. If I did that. No, okay, that's still 100. So then do that and then I do this. Alright, okay, so let's try something here. I go like this. I just make this go along here. Obviously too much. So if it looks to me like I gotta branch that off when it's at 50%. If I do this. Okay, how do I... that's just stopping stuff from happening. I'm really not understanding this. The steam source of supply steam at 100. An open-ended pipe will release the pressure to 0. By tapping off a pipe somewhere in the middle, it may be possible to create pressure somewhere in between. Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking, but... like, it's 50% there, right? That's not letting me... put anything into it though. Like, it's not letting me pull anything off of that. Why I don't understand what they mean by tapping it in the middle. I can't pull anything off of it. And it immediately pops back up to 100%, to 100 psi there once I plug it in. Like, it's 50 there. I don't know what this is supposed to do for me. It's not like letting me, it's not letting anything through. Like there's something I'm obviously completely missing here. Like, they have this positive and negative. Oh, you gotta click it when you... oh yeah, you put it down with that. Our button change the orientation. It's supposed to be on right click to exit steam inlet placing mode. Valves can be placed the same way. Pressing tab or middle mouse button is a shortcut to enter valve placement mode. How do I tell it I want it to be open now? Like, I don't understand how that's supposed to say that. Oh, that's opening now. It's open a certain way. Okay, so the positive has to be that way in order for it to be open. Okay, that makes sense. But nothing's coming out the other side. if I have this just go across here. Oh, that works because I just dragged it. Okay. I mean, I'm all for these programming puzzle games to be a little obtuse, but I think what's wrong here is I think the UI is far too confusing. Like, there's a lot of buttons. I mean, it's nice that they have tooltips, because otherwise you wouldn't know what the hell any of these buttons mean. But it's very, like, so cluttered, and you can't really tell how these things are supposed to, like, they don't really, they're trying to tutorialize you, but they're not doing a very good job of it. You know what I mean? It's like, they're trying to say that this is how, you know, they're taking it in small steps, but then they're not giving you enough information to really understand what these pieces are supposed to do when they go together. Right? It's like, I don't know. By Jove, you did it. Terrible waste of good steam, but I got the job done. I apologize for your untidy state, but some hoodlums have gained access. I left a frightful mess in this laboratory. My dearest Ada conducted experiments on the valves. I constructed to her exact specifications by applying a good dose of high-pressure steam. The part marked with a plus, we can open the valve, allowing steam to pass freely between two unmarked ends. Oh, see, now they're explaining that, where it's, so when you apply steam to the plus side, then it allows things to go north to south in it. Give it a try and connect west to east, but only when north is at high pressure. So, okay, so now they're explaining this, which is what I thought we needed to use in the first place, but it's not. So, basically this will open when there's high pressure, right? And then when that opens, I can then, they'll then let steam go through this way. Okay. See, that really should have been the second, the second one, right? Because I'm doing less puzzle solving and more just fighting the UI. I think that's the problem here, right? The UI is getting in the way of the puzzle solving. It's a good attempt. I mean, it's got all the checks. It's checked off all the boxes it's supposed to check off for a puzzle game like this, and I imagine it's going to introduce even more things, like actual programming things. But it suffers from just a very not well designed UI. Like, it's just a mess. It's a clutter of buttons that have no separation from one another, right? Like in normal, like this stuff up here could be just tabs on the bottom, like, that set them off from, like, these are not things you're using to solve the puzzle. They're just things that move on to the next thing. And, you know, the level select thing could just easily be like a button down here, and you could just have like a next button that shows up when you've got the answer and stuff. You know what I mean? Same with the scores and stuff like that. It feels like they really need to look at any number of these other programming puzzle games. So, like, you know, look at Exopunks. Basically look at any of the I can't think of the name of it now. But the developer that does Exopunks, they do a lot of the programming things. Exopunks, TIS 100, all those things. Like the UI on those is clean. It kind of gets out of your way and lets you focus on the puzzle. And this one here, I'm spending most of my time trying to decode what what I'm actually looking at, rather than actually figuring out the puzzle. So it's a good attempt. It's a good attempt, but it suffers from just poor UI design. This is what us programmers would call a programmer's interface, right? There's buttons, knobs, and switches everywhere, and unless you've been specifically trained in it, or you've been staring at this, you're the one that designed it and been staring at it for ages, good luck figuring any of it out. You know what I mean? That's basically what this is, and it's unfortunate because it makes what looks like it's going to be a really interesting game. It makes it a little too obtuse, I think, to the point where I'm spending most of my time not sure what I'm looking at. But there you go. There's no menu or anything. There's no options or anything like that. And like, see like this thing, like this is not. All you did was make another color here, so it doesn't. You don't realize that these are your help topics, right? It's like, yeah, it's weird. And like when I click on something up here, so it doesn't matter where I click. It's just cycling through them, which is what was throwing me off, even. Right? It's a strange beast. It's a very strange beast. But my friends, this has been. Let me. We're gonna stop here because I think I've. Oh, come on. Reset. There you go. This, my friends, has been ComPressure. It is by Charlie Brege. It is fully released out on Steam, currently $5 US for those who will be watching the recording. I will, as always, leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.